so good to see everyone again.
It's good to be back, guys. Seriously.
It's been so long since we've all been able to get together. How do you guys think present day partying came about?
Well, didn't we take that art class one time?
Oh yeah.
Here is the symposium, made by Nicias Painter in 420 BC. Its current location is at the National Archaeological Museum of Spain. Some of the very first depictions recovered from ancient Greece are from classical Greece to Hellenistic Greece. We are shown social gatherings through symposiums, sometimes referred to as symposiums. A symposium was an essential moment in the life of ancient Greece. It was an all-male affair, which friends gathered, usually after eating, to enjoy the pleasures of wine, conversation, poetry, games, and were entertained by musicians, dancers, and prostitutes. Participants would recline on couches and pass around a crater of wine mixed with water. Drinking wine that was not mixed with water was for barbarians.
Edgar, what are you doing?
What, are you a barbarian?
God.
These craters were painted with scenes that reflected the social universe of this time. The painting on this crater shows a woman playing the flute to entertain the men while they are drinking and relaxing.
Wait, so women of ancient Greece were only invited to parties to serve as prostitutes?
It wasn't until the Etruscans that we see women partaking in social gatherings. The tube of leopard dated to 480 BCE shows the artist's use of coloring on the skin, showing women with light skin and men with dark. The scene shows a funerary celebration to honor the deceased.
Wait, what's that guy holding?
An egg.
Who brings an egg to a party?
Well, it's an egg that is actually a symbol of regeneration.
Oh, I see. They seem pretty cool. So what happened to the Etruscans then?
Well, as quoted by D.H. Lawrence, the Etruscans, as everyone knows, were the people who occupied the middle of Italy in early Roman days, and whom the Romans, in their usual neighborly fashion, wiped out entirely.
Shortly after the takeover in Pompeii, the Romans erected the first amphitheater. This was different from the Greek theaters because it resembled the two Greek theaters put together. Amphitheaters were where Romans gathered to watch bloody shows of gladiators and animal hunts. During a gladiatorial contest, a fight broke out between the people of Pompeii and their neighboring city, Nuceria. This brawl left many wounded and mutilated, which banned any use of the amphitheater for 10 years. We can see in the fresco the gladiatorial event continued as the civilians attacked each other as well.
Dang, the Battle of Pompeii sounds really hardcore.
Not as hardcore as the Vikings.
What's so hardcore about the Vikings?
They were fierce and ruthless pirates.
There were also poets, lawmakers, and great artists. One of their greatest achievements in art were their Gotland stones, where some served as memorial and others served as ceremonial drinking festivals.
Ceremonial drinking festivals? Like EDC?
In this particular piece, we are shown a drinking scene, which could be one of the following celebratory parties: wedding festivals, summer or winter solstice, or inheritance. A wedding to celebrate the union of woman and man, an inheritance festival to honor the recently deceased and their son's new reign, or a winter-summer solstice to honor the gods, where meat and ale were easily available and farm work was a minimum. The focus of these ceremonies was the drinking and not the eating. The liquor was kept in large communal vessels, from which it was served out in horns. Sometimes a single big horn went round, each man draining it dry in a toast before it was refilled and handed to his neighbor. Sometimes two men or a man and a woman shared a horn between them. Sometimes every member of the company had one to himself. Feast, as has been said, lasted for several days. Between the sessions of eating and drinking, men amuse themselves with all kinds of popular pastimes. Wrestling, trials of strength, races, repetitions of verse, and perhaps also of stories in prose. Unlike the Roman and Greeks, women Vikings were included in festivals. They are seen depicted on a Gotland stone dancing with each other.
I'm so glad I could eat and drink at a party unlike the Vikings.
I'm so glad I don't have to fight for my life like a gladiator.
I usually love wine with water.
Dude, I'm so happy we don't have to be prostitutes to enjoy a party. Here's to that. Yeah, cheers.
Cheers.